Sorry. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I shut this off. That's weird. Okay, that's better. I had it on the other computer. Sorry, Justin, Daniel, Tommy, how you doing? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to anybody, to everybody. Wow, a little more. I have to resort to fake coffee this morning. My mother-in-law gave it to me because I ran out of creamer. So finish making this up real quick. Anyway, let's see what is new and exciting. My wife has been gone for 3 days. She got back last night. I picked her up at about midnight. I think I thought it was a seminar, but it wasn't a seminar. It was a thank you for being our customer. We're going to take you to Karat for a couple of days, 3 days total, I think. 2 nights, 3 days. And he sent me a bunch of video and stuff. It looked like it was pretty cool. They took them snorkeling, and then they took them on like a river boat trip deal, and said they had a good time, good food. They stayed at the the one that we stayed in before, Centara Hotel. They rented the whole hotel there. I guess it's in Torat, which, in case anybody's wondering, is down by Koh Chang, by the island. That's bad. Anyway, it looked like they had a good time. Picked her up last night. She's actually going to stay home today, and I don't know what. I don't think she's going to do anything. She's going to sleep. They pretty much run them ragged. They had Sarin, Korat, and Buriram, and they had like about 5 or 6 people from each one of those, and then they had like 60 or so customers, and I guess it was them or their family, whoever they wanted to bring. But said they had really good food. They had, the last one was a buffet type deal with all seafood. They said it was all seafood. Everything that they had was seafood. The whole how many meals they ate there. And then when she got home last night, she had those crabs that they get. They were still alive. She had to put them in, a bowl of ice water because my mother-in-law, I guess, is going to cook them up today. I don't know. But so she's back now. So today is what? Today is Wednesday. I don't know if I'll have enough time to get everything ready and get the trailer out. Because I like to go during the week when she's when she's not around all the time like she is on the weekend. So I'll see, either that or I'm going to schedule it for Monday and go on Monday and stay Monday night, Tuesday night, Wednesday night, maybe 2 or 3 nights and see how it is. Hey, Jake, late there. Hey, Andy, how you doing? You got the right hat on. Yeah, finally, right? I ordered 3 of them. This one came. It's a cheaper knockoff. I'm sure probably going to break Harley Davidson. There's a bunch of crap about that too. I don't know. I know I got some people like Justin, a couple other people that are Harley guys that they have been making them here, I guess, and they were talking about maybe producing a lot more out of Thailand, which might be good for people that are in Thailand, but I don't know, man. That's where the outlaw and motorcycle club and everything that came out of the late 50s, 60s, 70s, and onward. I mean, that was pretty much most of it. I mean, there was some clubs and stuff out there that had BMWs and Hondas and stuff, and but I mean, Harley Davidson was, in fact, a couple of clubs you needed to have a Harley Davidson to be a part of the club. So American-made motorcycle, I should say. So you could have an Indian or whatever, as long as it was American-made. And I don't know if they adhered to it. Somebody had said, I don't know. I was listening to somebody, one of the guys, anyway, talking about that was a absolute deal. Well, when I went on the USA run in I think it was 2000 and I think it was 2001. My mind's gone. Anyway, and there was a couple of guys, and one in particular that came on one of the new, well, in 2001, one of the new big giant BMWs, and he was a big boy too. But so no one gave him any shit. He'd been around the club for ever and ever and ever, and so I imagine you could probably ride whatever you want as long as you could put up with the shit. I don't think they would kick somebody out. Maybe they would. I don't know. I mean, it's really weird with the motorcycle genre nowadays. It seems like they're kicking people out left and right and all sorts of weird shit. But anyway, that's off subject for me. But anyway, I got two more coming. Hey, John, how you doing? Yeah, I mean, yeah, exactly. I mean, it was that was it. I mean, but if you had a big giant set of balls, I mean, I imagine if you were already in the club, I mean, I would ride whatever I wanted to ride. I mean, I wouldn't nowadays anyway. Maybe back in the day, I mean, I was a Harley guy anyway, but I didn't want to ride anything else, and you wouldn't really until everybody got ahead of Harley as far as comfort. And I mean, I put a shitload of miles on my FXR, but I bought a gold wing because just for the price, just to flip it, and I had to ride it from Bakersfield, I think it was, over the Grapevine and down into the San Fernando Valley, and I was like, shit, man, this is pretty sweet. Had reverse and all that shit, and anyway, sold the bike. I already had it sold when I bought it, but yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I think it was your, I mean, who you were and and that kind of thing. I think is, hey Maui, how you doing? Um, was the deal? And like I said, on that USA run, there was a couple of them, two guys in particular, and like I said, they were 25, 30-year members and stuff, and uh, you know, they didn't give a shit. Well, isn't that what the outlaw deal was? I mean, you did what you wanted to do, and they did that, I think, just to keep. Most guys were riding Harleys anyway. I wouldn't have had any reason, although that I do like Triumphs, and nothing wrong with any of the. In fact, I like English bikes, but for getting out on the road and back in the day, I mean, it was either Indians or panheads or knuckleheads or shovels when they came out and so on and so forth. But hey, Baldy, how you doing? Yeah, they it was frowned upon. What was that movie? Oh no, that was what's his name in shit. My mind's gone. Friends, when he was dating he was what was he, a teacher, and he was dating one of the gals. It's frowned upon. No, it's not to be. But anyway, I don't know. Yeah, I know exactly right. That's the reason I wore it, is because Chuck had they were mentioning this morning something about some kid wanted to hang with Paige, and because of what she was wearing, and I was just going through the cupboard, and I said, "Ah, shit, I'm gonna freak everybody out and not put a black shirt on, watch everybody go crazy." But yeah, this would be a good soak. I think that's what my wife got it for. I think it was a soak crown, and it has. I think on the back and even on the front here, it has koi fish. That was probably another reason why she grabbed it. Plus, it's comfortable as hell. It's like, I don't know, a 20X or something. It hangs on me, but it's comfortable as hell. But anyway, but yeah, I heard Harley Davidson was moving here, so I'm kind of curious to find out about that a little bit. Um, there was one thing. There was I mentioned it before that we put out that, or I put out that video on, being able to live in Thailand on $1,000, and this other guy who he never did answer me. He seems like a really nice guy. I don't know, but I never seen his channel before, and he put out the video. I'm probably going to lose a lot of subscribers and blah 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 and hate and all this kind of stuff. And I had wrote him and I just said, you're off, because he said $300 or $400 U.S. for a place here. And I go, no, that's not right. And he kind of got offensive on it and seemed like he's a little cranky about it and stuff. And that wasn't what I was saying. And now he put on, you should unsubscribe to my channel, is a video, the latest one he put out. So I watched a little bit of it this morning. And he said, I got a lot of hate mail and this and that. And he got a lot of people watched it and stuff. And it wasn't my point. My point was, if you're, like you guys heard me a bunch of times saying, if I don't want to suck off my kids. So if I got $1,200 from Social Security as a minimum, okay, I would come here instead of living with an uncle or sucking off my kid and, saying, because I couldn't, if I lived in the States, couldn't afford to pay him what his room would be worth that I'd be staying in. It would take over half my check, right? I mean, even a room in the States is probably $500-600. So anyway, so he put this video out and saying, well, I didn't really, it was for younger people. And I don't know how old he is. And he wouldn't answer the question when I asked him how long have you been in Thailand? He took offense to that too. I could tell by his responses because he put long enough. He did answer the comments though. And like I said, he seemed like a decent guy, but he's getting real offensive about it. And he said, well, this was more for, I don't want people to come here at 40 years old thinking that they can live like a king on $1,000 US. And me, I didn't write him back. I just unsubscribed. I said, I'm not gonna deal with it. But you should have put that in your thumbnail. Hey, if you're 40 under 50 years old, no, it's not a good. And I totally agree with that. I totally agree with that. But like I said, if it's in between me sucking off of a relative and living a minimal life, I'd rather live a minimal life on my own in Thailand. So anyway, hey, Logan, I almost forgot your name. Logan and Jamie, I think is their names. How you guys doing? I did see you had commented on one of the deals. Parked next to one of the. I haven't seen them yet. Are those the ones they're making here? I don't know what they're making in Thailand. I just seen a headline the other day saying, Harley's thinking about coming more to Thailand. So by them saying more, I was imagining they were making something here. Maui might know. Rainbow, what aimed at the what? What is Baldy saying here? If you guys aren't subscribed, do yourself a favor and subscribe. I think they are going to start making a rainbow Harley Davidson, a bike aimed at the woke crowd. That could be. It was a big thing back in the day, they were weekend warriors, they called them, and they got themselves in a little bit of trouble with their fringe and stuff hanging, open their mouths a little bit too much. But they were just a bunch of guys, just our people. A lot of females too, just wanted to ride, man. And that was what it was all about. And it seems like everything that I see now has gotten away from riding motorcycles, man. I mean, brotherhood is pretty much gone from what I've seen, in the recent, stuff that, if you get, oh my God, they want to put me away for 6 months. Here, who do I need to rat on? I'll rat on them. So brotherhood and stuff is gone. But I think I'm in a different position now in my life. I don't think I would put myself in that position now. Too much of a hassle, too much. I don't want, I'm going to be 68 years old. I don't want to go to jail for 10 years. It's not, like in the day when I was young, as what I considered a loner, I rode by myself in the San Fernando Valley, which was not a real easy thing to do because there was a lot of clubs and stuff around, and just having a cut on and stuff was a problem. Saying you were a 1%er was another problem. But just being an outlaw and riding, and I didn't wear a cut most of the time anyway. I mean, I'm talking about just a cut off sleeve, either a Levi or whatever, because they took offense to that. And I respected that. They were a bunch of good guys as far as I knew. And as I got older and started hanging around, and meeting a lot of them. The brotherhood was real tight back then. I mean, they were just some standoff guys, and that was basically which are the Hell's Angels, SFV now, which came from originally from Satan's Slaves. Bunch of just good guys. I have nothing bad to say about any of them. But I think that, I don't know, just what I've seen, and I don't know, and I'm not been around enough, so it's just my personal diarrhea of the mouth. That is just what I've seen, and some of the guys that I knew of and stuff that have gotten put out bad, and what I know of them stand up, and it's kind of hard because if you follow any of that, they don't they say you're out bad, you're done. Well, what did I do? Why did I get kicked out? What? No, can't defend yourself. No answers, no nothing. You're just out. Which I don't know. I find it bad. Hey Douglas, how you doing? I seen you on Chocolate Man's walking live stream last night. I didn't say anything. I didn't want to type. I was lazy. Let's see. Are Harley's gonna make the top for scooters in Thailand? I don't know, man. Like I said, what I like to have, I'd like to have an older Harley just to ride. Something with maybe not a suicide bike, but an older panhead or a knucklehead. I wish I had my 62. That was an awesome bike. But to cruise and stuff like that, man, I'm now. I did watch Lucas Ride for Kicks. Is that it? And they have a new bike that's half the price out, a 300cc, made by them same. Trying to think of the name. Maybe Maui knows if he's still here. It's one of those ones that they put out, I think, in competition with the PCXs and stuff that were quite cheap, but they're like 100,000, 99 something, 300cc. He said it was well made. I forget the manufacturer. They're made here in Thailand, and that hit the market. So they're smaller. They're in between, maybe a tiny bit bigger than 150 or 60 PCX or ADV. I don't know if you guys have seen that. So a little bit smaller. Has the same horsepower, I think, as my Forza. Douglas has got it. GPX. I think that rings a bell in my old noggin. Have you seen the ones I'm talking about, Douglas? Or he had it. I don't usually watch him. I used to watch him all the time, and this one just caught my eye because it was about a 300cc scooter. And there's another manufacturer that was out like 150 for a brand new one. And I guess the other ones, David just bought one, that David Clark. I don't know if he's watching, but the ADV, and I think they were like 190, and they're advertising this new GPX. Yeah, it looked nice to me too, Douglas. Was 99.5 for their extra shock top of the line model, and maybe they're selling it for that just to get them out and about. But my wife's probably not watching; she's probably sleeping. But I wanted to see what it was all about. I don't know if I'd want anything any smaller. I feel small on the Forza, but might be something to check out, especially if you're coming here and if they're made here. The biggest thing with me is on the Honda. No matter where I'm at, I could pretty much, if I break down anywhere in Thailand, I could pick up a stone and throw it and hit a Honda dealer. I know in Surin here, there's like 30. I might be exaggerating, but not by much. Like there might be 26 or something. There's a crap load of Honda dealers. And even when I broke down and had the tire blowout, there was the kid that I broke down right in front of a tire shop. He did big rig tires. Never had done a Forza till mine, and went into town and I don't know, miles wise in my brain, 3-4 miles up the road, and got a tire from the Honda dealer and brought it back. But that would be my biggest thing if they. Hey Ralph, how you doing? DZ3, that's the other manufacturer. Ralph's got it. Hey, Mark, how you doing? And the GPX. But I think the DZ3 was like $1.50, right? 150 or something. And that GPX was under 100, 99,999. So 100. But the biggest thing for me would be where can I get this thing worked on? And I feel with Honda, man, you could be anywhere in Thailand and you're gonna be close to a Honda dealer. And the same thing would go with anything in the big bikes and all that too. But like I said, people still ask me this day, have you tried riding the ADV, the 750 and all that? I don't really want to. I know that James, when we were on that trip, rode Bruce's ADV, and he liked it, And granted, yeah, the power and all that stuff, but for the price wise, to lay out the money for something that I'm going to use once in a blue frickin' moon, it just didn't seem worth it to me. And I think I paid 173 for the Forza, I think. You need to change your name, Mark, to Almost Retired, Mark, or Mark's Almost Retired, and he's getting close now. I know you can count days and stuff like Logan and them can. We haven't checked that in a while. You haven't been around. You got to give me an update on the. It's got to be. Is it under 3 years yet or no? It's got to be close. They're in spirit. Are you still working? Douglas wants to know. Did y'all have one for you when I get in there? Yeah, I don't know. Something to check out, especially if you're coming here. I know that James was on that same model as the Forza that I have, but a couple of years prior, that was a 300, and I didn't notice him lagging behind or doing anything. I never really sat down and asked him what he thought, but and that would be probably the one that I would buy if I was going to buy one used and get the right price on it, unless this what is it? I'm gonna go back. GPX, is you get a brand new one, get a warranty and all that. But like I said, the biggest thing with me is how many GPX dealers are there around. I don't even know if there's one in Surin. I'd have to check it out. There probably is, but keeping us close to them. Yeah, it's that. We're getting that age now where I got friends and stuff that are going. It seems like they're dropping left and right now. I don't know what's the norm age. Where's Brock when you need him for USA? At least in the United States, man, it's like the normal or live to age is like 70, right? Or 72, maybe. I don't know. Hey, Ron, how you doing? Glad you made it. I know you're out and you have your walking deals and school stuff you got to take care of. But yeah, so I'm hoping. I still got to get that 750 over to the. I ran across some other stuff that I bought, highway pegs and some other stuff for it. I got to get it over there. I'm going to see if my wife maybe this week will bring it over to the guy where I did that tent video and the first trailer video on my wife's boss's property. The guy right behind there works on Harleys, and I believe he works. She told me that he works on water-cooled Honda Shadows, whatever the other names of them all are. So we'll have to see. 52 dealers in 44 cities in Thailand. That's not bad. As long as you're close enough. But like I said, I don't like the idea that it's smaller. It might, if I was only riding it around wherever I lived, it would probably be ideal because I'd want a little more power than a 150 or 60. It'd probably be great. Still small enough to do what I wanted to in traffic. But I don't know, man. Nothing beats that. In fact, I spent a lot of the day yesterday charging the battery. My key bob battery finally went bad in my Forza. So now you have to underneath the handlebars, there's a piece of plastic that you got to pry back and take it off, and they give you a little plastic tool to get in there to pop the seat so that I could get in there and charge the battery. And then my father-in-law went over to 7 and got one of those little round batteries for it. So now it's up and running again. So if my wife's going to sleep, maybe I'll take a ride. Excuse me. Maybe I'll take a ride to Burry Ramen, get a McDonald's hamburger or something. Do something that's good for me, right? But yeah, I don't know. I got nothing bad to say about my Forza. I'd like to get that 750 up and maybe do a little bit of work to it, the upper end. If he's going to take it apart and redo the carburetors, maybe I'll have something to the top end of the thing, get a little bit more out of it. And I'd like to ride it. Like I said, it's got to have about the same powers. 750 cc's is 45 cubic inches. So like the old 45s and stuff. And as I'm older, I really don't need the all that horsepower. But it was fun to ride, and it sat pretty much exactly like my Dyna, my '08 Dyna. It's that's what I liked about it. I told you guys that afterwards. They had changed the tires on it. It used to have different size. Now it has the same size as what's on the Dyna, 19 front and then 16 back or 18 back. I can't remember. But whatever it is, they changed it and put it on there, and it sits a lot better. Logan, how much time's left? You got your phone handy? Or did you answer me already? Might have answered me. I'm going back and looking. So I don't know. I would definitely check into that bike and see what it's about. And what is Mark saying? The GPX 300 would be my everyday bike. Yeah, I think so too. And like that's what I'm saying. And the size wise, Lucas put it out. It's one of his newer videos. So if anybody wants to check it out, you just go and look at it. It looks very close. He had his new girlfriend on it, and they have a PCX, I guess. I think a 160. I don't know, a newer one, a PCX. And he's saying, she thinks that's too big, but he said it's pretty much same size, and put her on there. So yeah, it would definitely be something to check for, because I don't know how much are the 150 ADVs and PCXs. They got to be about 80, right? Something like that, 85, 90, maybe. Somebody might know. Somebody's go and check. Ralph will check. He's at work. He's not busy. And then also, this is Wednesday. I don't know. You guys can give me still, I've been mixing it up Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, but I think I'm going to do it. I might do it Wednesday and Sundays. I think that the only thing about the Sunday deal is I know that Dana does. I think he does his on Sunday. So I got to check into it. But I think right now in my mind, unless somebody says no, Wednesday's the worst day in the world, I think I might do Wednesdays and Sundays. Sundays should be good because that'll be Saturday in the States, right? You need to go around the government. But yeah, I don't know. I think they are, though. I think they're like 80, something around 80. I'd be surprised if they. Hey, Tip, how you doing? Haven't seen you in a while. Hope you're well. But yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I would imagine the only good thing that I could see about that, I like the idea of the extra horsepower and the size staying the same. Being as like a 150 size, and seems like they have enough dealers around that probably if you're in Patea, they probably have one there, obviously. Then yeah, it would definitely be something I would check into, especially if it's in the, if it's 8,000 or 9,000 baht more. What is that? $200-300, something like that. I didn't see Andrew. Hey, Andrew. We bought a PCX 160 last month. 94. Okay. And so I bet you the ADVs are a little bit more than the PCXs, I think, right? I think so. They might be pretty close to the same price as this 300. So definitely be, if you're thinking about it, I would definitely take a look at his Ride for Kicks video. And it was one he put out within the last couple of weeks. So back to the boring stuff of my life. So I think what I'm going to do is schedule for either Monday or Tuesday, maybe Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, and then come back Friday morning. Stay Tuesday night, Wednesday night, and then Thursday night, or maybe 2 nights. I don't know. I'll put it together, but I have to reweigh the tongue again. I know it's going to be damn close, just because I know how much weight I put on the front. So it should be fine, I guess is what I'm saying. Les should be back soon too. And he had showed concern because he had built those caravans, as he calls them, in the UK. And he was worried that I had too much weight on it. And it probably would be too much weight for the original suspension. But I did change the suspension to leaf springs and shocks. So I know I could hold more weight. So, but I will check out what's on the tag and what I've got, because I will weigh it just for the hell of it, in case anybody down the road wants it. Nothing. I think anybody would do what I did to it, like cutting out the brand new suspension and putting in leaf springs and stuff. But I needed to raise it up. 270. Is that how many days you got left? Did Logan put it? Oh, 3 years. Oh, we're getting close then. 1 month, 27 days. All right, brother. You're gonna be. It'll be. Are you guys still planning to come in 2 years? I know you were going to go to. You were going to come next year, I think, but you changed it because I think you were going to go back to Korea. I thought, and you were going to take Jamie with you, if I remember right. But that's cool. Everybody's counting down. I'm busy so far. Have you been busy? Good to see you again. I haven't seen you in a while. I'm glad to know that everything's okay. But yeah, I know. So that I want to get out and do that, and I'll do a video on it. I'll probably do. I finished everything I'm pretty much done with here. The only thing I've got to do is we got to get to Ubon, and I want to put 6-inch PVC tubes out the back, overflows in facing the street, so that if that pond gets up, and then I'll put a screen or something over that, the water will go out there, because every time it rains like hell, which it has been, my wife, that took them 2 or 3 extra hours. She took video and sent it to me of the roads last night coming from Tarat. In fact, I'll try to bring those up and show you. And it washes the fish out into the fields. So they're out there picking up the fish, with their hands and stuff, in 12, 14-inch, koi. Let's see if I can get this thing to go. And that was them in their big buses coming back. They drove most of the day. I think they left at 10 in the morning. I picked her up at 11:30 p.m. last night. So it was definitely a little bit of flooding, as you can see. But yeah, so when it floods, and I guess when it rains pretty good in Ubon. It really, really pours. It does here in Surin, but we haven't had hit with torrentials like that I remember last year even. So we'll see what happens with it. But so I want to put in like 3 or 4 6-inch deals running, through the level of the pond, running out towards the street. So when it gets up to the, that high from being to the top of being overflowing, it'll just run that water out those pipes and run it down the street. So we'll see. But I got to get there, so I don't know when we're gonna do that. Okay, here's Plan was Thailand vacation next Christmas because I was supposed to go to Poland this year, but I got canceled. So now it may be Poland next year and Thailand the year after that. You're going to pretty much be retired by then. You'll be within a year, so you're going to want to probably get over here and check everything out. Cool. Poland sounds interesting. I don't wouldn't not. Oh my God, it's not got to put that on my bucket list, but I'll be interested to see some video when you get there. Heads up, Dave. You have to get the overflows checked regularly as the water snails. Oh, really? Hang out in that screening material. Cool. Thanks for the heads up. I appreciate it. I'm sure they'll be over there. Don't they eat those? That's a source of food for my Thai family over there. See, tripline sweatshirt. Let's get that up there. And cat and koi fish and yeah. Thank you. Cheers. Mm. So anyway, yeah, I think they eat those, right? Those snails, those big ones. Is that the ones you're talking about, Justin? I'm horrible on crap. I think she bought it for Sokran. I think I don't remember, but I saw it in the hanging in the closet this morning right before I came out here, and oh, Bear's here, and said, "All right, I will. I think I'll wear that. Everybody will get a kick out of the. I'm not wearing a black shirt, so where's Jake? Is Jake still here? Jake, are you still here? Bear, come here. Sit. Good boy. Say hi to everybody. There you go. You're a good boy. All right, go lay down. Go lay down. Leave me alone. But he's a good dog, man. It's just a year old. And boy, I'll tell you what, man, I can tell the difference of him listening and understanding me just right within weeks of him turning a year old. Just like night and day, because he wants to jump on me whenever I'm gone and come back. And me trying to get him to stay down is really hard. And now if I yell at him sit, he'll sit. He'll be jittery, want to keep jumping, but he's really good. I need to work with him a little bit more to get him. There's Jake. Yeah. But and the girls are trip, man. The chocolates. Cookie, she's got to have something in her mouth. They come out here and try to get in here, and I should probably let them in here and let them calm down and stuff. But they just they eat everything and chew everything. They're way worse than he ever was, and they'll tear up the plants and the whole back outside coming out on that patio in front of the koi pond. Just ripped apart and stuff. So my wife says the other day before she left, she said, "You got to come here and see what my mom did to the dogs." I go out there and they're both sitting at the back door like this, and one of them's got a broom that they chewed up tied around her neck that she has to carry. The other one's got some kind of a pot that had plants or something in it, and they ran around all day with these things tied around their neck. Tie training, I guess. I don't know, but I don't know if it worked or not. But it was funnier now. But they're good dogs, and she just, as soon as she sees a person, Cookie is the one that Bear really likes. That's the one that's more on the black side. Brownie, originally Cookie was named Brownie, and Brownie was named Cookie, but we changed it because Brownie is actually brown, and Cookie is more on the black side. Their dad was a black lab, and their mother was a chocolate. But really smart. But as soon as they see somebody, she's got to go over and whether it's one of her toys, stuffed animal, a bottle, plastic bottle, whatever, she's got to have something in her mouth. I don't know if she wants to play with it, pull on it, or whatever. I should spend more time with them too because they need a little attention. Got the gates put in. I did put that short video out showing the gates. The only thing I still got to get done is the front gate that I put those slide freaking pain in the ass deadbolt deals or whatever on that front gate. I need a either a thumb deal or something that I could turn, because there's a space about this wide that all of the Thai family can get their arms through it and undo it from the other side. I can't. It just, no, my hands are too fat, I guess. I don't know. But and it drives me crazy, and it pushes me over the edge when I come back and I can't get into the freaking house. And how come I can't get in my own freaking house? I go off, depending if I'm in a bad mood or not, which is, I don't get in very many bad moods. Hey, there's David. We were talking about you, and what did you spend? I know you don't mind saying. What did you spend on the ADV? We were talking about that new, what was it, Douglas? GPX, GXP, GP something. It's a 300cc smaller bike, about the size, of a PCX or a 150 bike, and made here in Thailand, and it's 99,000, which I thought was, very reasonable. Dave, are you coming back early? Coming back where, Douglas? Dave, are you coming back? I don't know. Howdy, Dave. Return. What did I miss? I probably missed something. So if I missed something, sorry about that, Douglas. But what did you mean? Andrew, 189, and the Forzas are a bit cheaper, right? I think I paid 172 or something. I know Maui's probably not still here. I don't know how much Maui paid, but I think I paid 172 or 73. Can't remember. I'm looking forward to seeing. How are you doing, by the way? Should say hello. Let's see. Yeah, he did. Yes, he did. And that's when I brought it up. I said that Lucas had done it, and I know that, I think it was, who was it that brought it up? I'm almost positive it was Ralph that said that there were 55 dealerships, because I said my biggest thing with the price is right. Obviously, my Forza is small enough. So if I was buying between a 150, either a PCX or an ADV, I would definitely try that out, because I think those are, what was it? Andrew just said, what did you pay? 90 something. Andrew just put it up there. Now I'm not going to find it. Sorry, Andrew. 90,000, 96, 90 something. And the ones are 99,999 or something out of Bangkok right now as a promotional deal, I think. And that's the one that has the upgraded shocks and their sports kit or whatever the hell it's called. But I think they have the same horsepower as my Forza, if I'm not mistaken. The Forza 170, so it's actually, I think, cheaper than what I paid. I think I paid 172. Maybe I paid 168. I'd have to ask my wife. I might have paid 168. I'm horrible. 96, Ron Jones said, or 94, Andrew said. All right, close enough. So if I was going to pay that for a 150cc size bike that I was going to just ride around in my town, and there was a dealer there that I could get it serviced and everything done, that would probably be, I would definitely check it out and look at it. Like I said, the biggest thing with me is that, there's, like I said, there's 30, 40 dealers, Honda dealers, just here in Surin. So no matter where you break down, you're going to get the bike to a Honda dealer, no doubt, unless you're out in the middle of freaking nowhere. And then you're probably still close. But, yeah, that the 24 model. Okay. New Forza was 170. Yeah. So, and I don't know that they changed the Forzas. I haven't even checked into any of it. Not because I'm not going to. I mean, I haven't put that many kilometers on the thing. It's barely broke in. So I do got to get out on it though. I've been jonesing. That's why I spent pretty much all day yesterday getting the battery charged up and changing the key bob battery and all that kind of shit. And then pretty much it's ready to go right now. It just needs to be cleaned. Found a new cover that I ordered in here so I can put on the other one. Ripped up a little bit. The cats and shit and the dogs, they rip them up more so than the weather or the outside affects them. But they're so cheap. Can't remember how much I paid. I'd have to go and look, but they're cheap. $20 or something. Have 800 clicks on mine now. Cool. Yeah, I don't know what I got, to tell you the truth, on mine. I did take that long trip all the way down to Pachuap and around with those guys and all the way back to Surin. But I bet you Maui's probably put a lot more than me on his. And I think he said on Facebook that he's coming back in a week. I think he was going to be here in October 1st. His wife, in case you don't know, is her family's here in Surin. So we'll probably go do something. I don't know what. But he's the one I think that's got a Chiang Mai or Rai loop figured to go do. So we'll talk about that and see about getting some people together, Dave, and do that. You like it? Yeah, man, they're awesome. He was saying he loves it. That's what I say about my Forza. I knew it for a bit back now. Had to go deal with one of the foreign nationals. Yeah, I'm kind of looking forward to that. I've got my, I don't know when that deals. It's the 10th, right? That debate, and I'm going to make popcorn. I'm going to get set up. I don't care if it's 6:00 in the morning or whatever it is, Thai time. I think it's going to end up. It was about the same as that, as the last one. I think it was like 8:00, 9:00 Thai time, AM. But I want popcorn and soda and stuff. I mean, it's going to be good. I know it is. It's got to be. New hat, yeah. I ordered 3. Let me see if I can pull it up. I have to pay. I have my deal here, but let me go because I can sign in quick with my my phone now. Let me go here. Come on, there's Lasada. Open and log in. Okay. So let's see. Verification. Rescan. Why? What did I do? I guess I did something wrong. Okay. First time that happened. It says successful. Huh. Oh, that's great. It says fail. Anyway, I can look on here. Let's see here. Let's see. Okay, I'll tell you right now. All right. So my account. Where is it at? There you go. There you go. View. This hat, which is the one that I already got, shipped. Where's the one that delivered? Was 169, 214 baht with delivery. I've got 2 more. The other 2 are coming out of China. This one, which is more of the corduroy type thing, I think. They have different colors. Was 139, 132, and that was free shipping. So 132 baht. And then I got this one. It was 186, which I think is the same. So yeah, for what? How much is? I didn't see. How come I didn't see? Oh, because this one's been delivered. No. What is that? 200 bahts, $5.50, something like that. It was 212 for this one. So I don't know. I can do a quick calculation. 212 divided by, it was 34.2 this morning. $6.19. So for the hats, they're about $6 a piece, which probably buy 2 or 3,000 of them and sell them for $20 a pop in the States. Get myself in trouble. Okay, anyway, so yeah, so they're cheap. I got a bunch of stuff coming. I got some electrical coming for the pH and all the stuff. I'm putting in 2 new meters in on the ponds that show me salt salinity level, a temperature, pH value, and something else. And it's all over the internet. I can check it anywhere in the world. It's pretty cool. You guys have seen it. I've showed it to you before. Ron says, "What? I feel like a minority here in the States. Tens of miles. Vietnamese, Cambodia is here at work." Yeah, I'm trying to think. When my uncle back in Connecticut, it was Puerto Ricans. No, Puerto Ricans, is that it? I can't remember what they had on the East Coast that did all the work in all the factories. Can't remember. Cheaper than in Canada, but then again, likely come from the same place. Yeah, probably all out of China. If you get it from Harley, what would a Harley hat cost you? 35, $40, I bet. If you bought it from Harley Davidson, I would bet. Had my physical today. Blood pressure looks good. No, way better than mine, and I take medication. Hey, Dutch Buddha, can I ask you how much is the upkeep of your fish like? How much you spend every month? Your fish sorry, no, don't worry about your English. You're fine. The bag of food usually lasts me about a month, and it's 1,000 baht for the food. For the chemicals and stuff, these test kits are cheap. They sell these on Lazada: alkalinity, ammonia, pH, and they're cheap and they'll last a whole year. So maybe if you were breaking down on, I do it once a week. Maybe, I don't know. So you got, what is 1,000 baht now? I just did the one calculation. All right, 1,000 divided by 34.2, 29. So let's say $30, maybe another $10 in stuff that I put in there. So maybe $40 a month to clean everything and stuff like that. I don't have anything that I need to replace or do anything on the filtration, so that's easy. That doesn't cost me anything. So it's mainly food, whatever kind of minerals or stuff I put in. I've got oyster shells that I run in there to keep my pH stable. My pH in there runs about 7.6, which I think is ideal. And but about once a month, I have to put in some sodium bicarbonate in the water to bring it up. You got to have that alkalinity that I showed you that you test with this kit. But this is the best kits that I found in Thailand. That's what keeps your biological stuff. That's what it eats. All everything in there eats your alkalinity, so it'll drop. And if your alkalinity drops and your buffering of your pH, you might have a pH crash. A lot of people I see in Thailand, and they have all their fish laid out on their lawn, and they're devastated. And it sucks. I had one crash like that. It wasn't a crash. It was all of a sudden they started putting chlorine in the water here in Thailand. And I didn't realize them. By the time I figured out what the hell was going on, I lost half my fish. Now I have chlorine, filters on it, but and that we'd have to change once a year. But I wouldn't imagine more than maybe 35, 40 US dollars, whatever that works out, maybe 1,500 baht, something like that a month. Yeah, so, but I see it when you get a crash, because everything looks perfect and people get a little, oh, the water looks so clear. My water was perfect. No, your water could be a cesspool and be clear as hell, so you just got to stay on top. Once you've been watching fish and stuff for a while, you'll get a good idea of how they're feeling, you know. But on the one, if you test it once a week and you keep your water good and you keep that buffer in there, because when it drops down and you won't know what's going on. Now let me show you in case somebody. I have one of them here. I just got another one in the mail. This steel here. It goes in and it checks temperature, pH, and this you can get all sorts of information off of. Salinity, there's all sorts of different ones. TDS, EC, salt, um, temperature, humidity. It does everything pretty much. And I can get this over there, but it's also got alarms on it. So if I set it and I got it set at, let's say, 6.5 or something, or 6.2, it'll notify me that, hey, something's going on, which is great to have, because you won't even know it. You'll just be out there just, oh, isn't life wonderful? And the water it'll crash in one fell swoop down below 5 and they'll all die. And pretty much at that point, there's not a whole hell of a lot you can do. But yeah, I don't think it's not real. And I got a lot of fish. So if I would say that if it was me and not my wife wanting more fish and more fish, it's way overpopulated. But I have enough filtration that it's okay. But they'll die of natural deals that they'll take care of themselves to weed them out. Tried to explain that to her, but they've been pretty good lately. But if you had half that amount of fish, or maybe bigger fish, and had maybe 7 or 8, maybe 10 at the most in there, 5,000 gallons, you might use half that food or something. So it isn't that. I don't think it's that much. Again, it's relative. You don't have any money, $30 is a lot of money. So let's see who else is here. Are you back here? Most likely 6 months. What are they asking you? Yes, sir. Would be better off if it was tomorrow. I thought you were. Oh, okay. Here you are. I figured they must have asked you something. Back in 2 weeks. The countdown is on. Cool. Good for you. Good to hear. Yeah, and if you have any questions, ask me at any live stream. The people take my koi stuff, at least the people on here, take it in stride and support me regardless. But I do like talking about it. Or if it's a question or whatever, just send me an email. I don't check my emails every day, but if you don't hear back from me in 3 or 4 days, send me another one, and I'll try to answer any questions that you have. I've been doing it for about 30 years, I guess, on and off, 30 years. Yeah, good to see you too. I have been kind of watching on Facebook, and you talk back and forth to Mike's quite a bit, obviously. And so I have been kind of keeping an eye, and then Kitty puts out stuff occasionally that I'll get, because I think we're friends on Facebook out. So I knew it was getting close, and you were getting close to getting back. Yeah, no problem. No problem at all. Anytime. Like I said, I love, I was thinking about starting up another channel. It was just for koi. But I can barely do this one. But it would be interesting, and I like doing it. And here, if I'm imagining you're here, are you here in Thailand? It's so much nicer and easier to raise fish here in Thailand because of the temperature. You don't get them big swings. Koi hates swings, man. They'll live in water from pH of 6 to 10, okay, and temperatures from freezing almost, a couple degrees above freezing, as long as you keep a hole in the ice to get the the stuff to gas off, up to about pushing the limits here. In the 90s is pushing the upper limit, but as long as they're gradual, they don't like the pH changing drastically in 20 minutes. They don't dig it. Anything that's quick like that. And the problem, some of it is the rain can be acidic occasionally. They get a lot of rain and you have a small pond, you get a big swing. If you get 10 gallons of rain in a 100-gallon pond, it's a lot different dilution factors than that in a 5,000-gallon tank or pond. You get my drift. So they don't like big swings, but they will take a big deal. And the biggest thing that I found in any place, whether it's in the United States or the UK or in Japan or whatever, it's coming in and out of winters with snows, and it just seems like the bad bacteria, they come out of dormancy quicker than the good stuff that helps your fish. So you got a period there where it's real touch and go. You got to keep a good eye on it. Anyway, it's good here. Oh, you are in Surin, really? Cool. I'm here, so yeah. Anytime you want to come over and check out the pond and stuff, just let me know. No problem. Can I ask where you live in Thailand? Me, one of the chats knows. Please, yeah, Surin. You're in Surin, or you're saying asking me if I'm in Surin? I'm in Surin. Yeah, I'm in Surin. So if you're close to here, like I said, get a hold of me, and I got no problem. I think that I have my address in on my YouTube deal here. Let me see. Let me close some of this on my other computer and see. I think it's on here though. You go to my page. GottoLoveThailand. There we go. Yeah, if you go to my page and you look where it says retired in Thailand and my address right underneath Got to Love Thailand, my picture up there, plus more, it shows it right there. 303 Mu 15 Bonton. You'll know better than me. It's right there. It shows the whole deal. And by all means, just let me know. And if I'm around, I'll meet up and you can check out and ask me any questions you want. Oh no, you're still in Holland. Okay. Well, if you ever get out here, I'm in Surin. Nice. Are you coming to Thailand? Thailand, did you mean? Dutch makes sense now. I had where was I can't remember what you're from. I'm almost positive. A friend in the States was Dutch. Darn chickens, I can't understand. Ron, where are you at these days? There you go. So anyway, so we talked about the thing. But any questions you have, still ask. I'll answer what I can. Like I said, I enjoy it. I enjoy the koi, man. There's nothing more relaxing than sitting there in my little swing deal on the back porch watching the fish. And I spend now with the drum filters. I spend about maybe 20 minutes a week on a Sunday, usually, washing out the drums, making sure they're clean, and cleaning my the one that I have for the that I have all my plastic media in. It's a pool filter that I reversed and using it like a bead type plastic, both mechanical and biological filtration. It works pretty good. Hey, there's Brock. Were your ears burning? I was talking about you earlier. But yeah, so that's pretty much the deal. The trailer, I'm hoping a trip. I've been wanting to do it for how long now? A month, 2 months. I think everything's ready. I got to redo the tongue weight on it, but I think it should be right there. I just need to put everything together, get the 125 back on there, get the generator and everything mounted in the box that was made and all that stuff, which is easy. I could do that this weekend, probably Tuesday. And if that's the case, then I'll be doing a live stream on Wednesday from there, Sisaket. And I don't know if Kenny and Sampit will be back by then, but if they are, then because I'll have the 125, maybe I'll try to meet up with them somewhere and grab something to eat, or maybe they want to come out and check out the reservoir one way or the other, and get try to do some actual real vlogging or do a real content video. We'll see what happens. December meetup in Pattaya, December 14th. Sounds good to me. And it looks like it sounds good to Mark. He'll be here. He's happy. He'll be retired then, I'm pretty sure. Sounds good to me. Where at in Pattaya, just let me know. I'll be there. What do we got? I'm trying to think. The kids are going to be here for the whole month of October. They're out of school. I don't know. I think we're going to do a trailer trip to Khao, I think, a week deal, but I don't know that for sure yet. So if that comes about, then we'll definitely do a video. The little ones will go with us. Their first trip, their trip. Those little little dogs, man, they're only like, they said they're going to be 2 kilos max each. And one, when they just brought them in to get their second round of shots, the little female was 700 grams, and and Poncho, the male, was a kilo. So they're a trip, and it brought that smile back, man. Toby was special dog, and never be replaced. But there's something about little dogs, they can go anywhere with us, pretty much. They're not a big problem to take care of. Not like if I took, Bear with me, and I'll take him camping with me. I want him to learn. But, if we're going family stuff and all that, and just laughter and stuff in the house is there again, with my mother-in-law laughing like my wife said, my mom's going to kill me. My mom's going to kill me. She tried to be angry for an hour, and we got the one camera in the living room, and we go in the bedroom in there, and she's playing with the dogs just every morning, every night. She's become attached to the little female more than the male, but she loves them both. So it was a whole maybe an hour of forcing herself to be angry, but she takes care of them. And my wife missed them while they were gone. Just that laughter and the talking to them. It was something that was missing when Toby was gone, and because it was Toby and because it was a little dog, something about little dogs, I don't know. We always had the miniature doxies, being this one for 30 years. We always had miniature dachshunds. So. Okay, let's see. What are we talking about? Chickens? You guys are really getting by me here. December, okay, and you'll let me know. Great, I'm hoping to get a few others on board. Yeah, just remind me, of course. I'll forget tomorrow, but the 14th, I'll should write that down. I'm using these other headphones. I left these on. You can't see them. My other headphones, I left them on the last time from the last live stream, so they were dead when I came out this morning. So these are just some cheap JBL knockoffs. I've got some ones that I really like inside the house. Can't remember the name of those, but I really liked them. Their sound is awesome. They're way lighter than these and on the head, and the sound is good and everything, and they're reasonable. I think I was gonna go back and check and see. Oh, I never did sign in. Okay, I can't do that. Anyway, they weren't that expensive. I want to say $30 maybe or something like that. 1,000 baht. And then I got these speakers that I'm really happy with too. I should probably do a video on those, because these little ones, I bought one for each one of the computers. They're just a little, bar type. Got 2 speakers in them, and they were 900 baht. 900 baht. And the sound that they put out is really good. And it'll go with, they got 15-hour battery life on them, although I'll probably ruin them because I leave them plugged into the C port and into my battery backup. So they're always on. I'm going to turn this because it's driving me nuts. That's better. Anyway, So I'll probably do that. But they're good, and they're a brand. They get good ratings. I always check on just YouTube and stuff. They got good ratings, and the price was right for the same 60 watt or whatever deal, and the sound was good. So, and anybody that uses that, because it's always nice to have. I'm probably gonna buy another one just to keep, so I can take out by the pool and stuff when we do go in. My wife likes to listen to music and stuff. So, Brock, will you come to the meetup next time? Yeah, Brock, the problem I think Brock has when he comes is he's on vacation, and his family, I think, pretty much dictates what Brock is going to do and what they're going to go visit and what they're going to see and stuff. So I think it's hard for Brock, but I know that if he can, he would. I'd like to meet him. I still haven't met him face to face. I probably won't like it, right, Brock? But I know that they're on vacation when they come here with their family stuff. So just to give you a little background. But it would be nice. And I know Daz, I'd like to meet up with again. I know he's coming if he's not here already. He sent me a comment on one of the videos. I think he's going to meet up with Chuck. I think when they go towards Mitch's in Chiang Mai, Chiang Rai area. And I think they're on the road now. Because I think Chuck did a members only video, and I think he said the 3rd was his mother-in-law's birthday yesterday, and I know that because even before, because it was 2 days after my mother-in-law's was the 1st, and my anniversary is the 1st. So, and I think he said he was taking off on a trip, the 1st of 2, I think, and heading. I think he's heading towards Chiang Mai, Chiang Rai area. I could be wrong, but anyway, he's on the road. I should have probably called him, because if he's coming up this way, I could have met him somewhere and gave him that damn crab that I've got for him. Hats me when I come to Thailand and become a family chauffeur. Yeah, I know. Makes it. I know Brock is here, Dave. My God, it's just like, yeah, exactly. But I know Brock has. When he comes, he does. I know when you're around that hellfire time, he goes and pays respect to all that stuff. And I think he went to the river and has family stuff that he does, which is awesome. I mean, that's what he should be doing. He's here on vacation. It's because you don't leave enough money. Is that what it is? Yeah, it'll be cool, man. You're getting close. You're getting close. So if we meet up on the 14th, you'll be here in Thailand and retired, right? I believe that's correct. But yeah, I don't know. I noticed when I went to that Oshishini's again. I'm going like once a week. If I don't go crazy on stuff, it was 609 baht for all that food, that salmon. And I eat mostly just salmon. I probably ate 2-3 kilos of nice fresh raw salmon. I get a couple of rolls, mainly the salmon sashimi, and like I said, it's like this thick and that long and that wide. I get 6 pieces at a time, and it is freaking good. It's making me think about going there now. But I think they try. I leave 100 baht, but I think they also take out, like, in that, because it's only 500 baht for the one that I get, which has steak and everything else that I haven't gotten into yet. I will eventually. I should do a video from there. They probably would like that anyway. But I bring low sodium soy sauce with me, and I bring my own hot chili oil, hot sesame oil with me. And I haven't had any problems. I've been there, I think, 2 or 3 times since that last time that I went in the hospital. But it's awesome. And it's 609 baht if you don't leave. I think they take 40 baht out for a tip, and there's some other tax or something that brings it up that 109 baht. And I mean, even when me and Andrew and everybody and Bobby go out to fantasy or whatever the hell it is, it's cost me 300-400 baht for that with the tip. I think the burger's 200, and then I have a couple extra Cokes and a decent tip. It's probably 300 or 400 baht. So for an extra 200, man, I take it every day of the week. That I like to get Andrew there. I know it's expensive, but because I think he would dig into the steak and all that side of it. Hey, Rob, how you doing? Glad you could make it by. Mark changed the combo on his fridge. He's getting smart. That's what happens. You get smarter as you get closer and closer to retirement. It might be slow. You actually catch on, but yeah. So I don't know. I don't know if Andrew's still listening, but we'll have to go try it one day. I don't think he's a big raw fish eater like I am, but God, it's so good. And they serve it in like a big clam shell with shaved radish type stuff that I like to eat anyway, and then they lay all 6 pieces in there, and I lay them down on the ice and get them real cold, and it's really good. Getting hungry just talking about it. Hi from Vermont. How you doing? Hope you're doing well. When are you? You still got obligations there, right? I think mom, dad, if I remember right. But I think I thought you were going to come and check out and vacation or something, but I could be wrong. I'm old and I forget shit. I just ordered. What did I order? I think I ordered. I haven't gotten it yet. I ordered some cheap. Every time I see her house, they cheap maple syrup. And I think I ordered the sugar-free one, so it's really going to taste bad. But I haven't gotten it yet. And Jake saying hi to Ron. So much obstacles knock on my door. Keep me busy all the time. I want a holiday. What? I'm missing something. What's trip talk? What are you guys talking about? For working? Is that what that is? But so what was I saying? Oh, on Daz. But I think Daz is either here or is going to be here shortly, because I know he goes back during Christmas time for his granddaughter, and spends time during that. So I think he's going to be here fairly shortly, and I probably will make a trip before that. Rob, when is? Let's see. When did you say? I'm getting a few others. I think you said somewhere back here that you're going to be here in 2 weeks, and that you were putting together that deal. But I think you said you were going to be back here in 2 weeks, and I'll probably go over for a 4 or 5 day. I think that I haven't seen Cabo recently. I'll have to shoot him a message, but I think he said he was going to be here the whole month of October, or was it now? Maybe he's there now. I'm horrible. He's probably there now. Tommy would know. There you go. Yes, 2 will be in China for a little bit and a little bit in Bangkok. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll let you know if I come that way. Yeah, I should be there in about 2 weeks. That sounds about right. Thanks, Jake. But Nikki told hit the like button. Thanks, brother. But yeah, what that Oshishini's or whatever. I know they're all over the place. If you get a chance and you're a big sushi person or steak, they have ones that are like up to 1,100 baht that you just get wagyu. I mean, if that's right, I'm probably not saying that right. the real expensive beef and stuff. Even in this one, they have some beef. They have salads. They have Thai food. They have unbelievable. Not only just the sushi, although that's what I go there mainly for. There's Kitty. How you doing? Hope you're well. But I might come and see you guys. I'll let you know when I'm going to come. He's there all the way through January. Well, oh, really? Oh, okay. I knew I thought he was coming and it'd be here in October, but he's there now. I got September. What are we at? 4th today? I think 4th. Yeah, today's the 4th. I don't know if I might have to talk to my wife and see if she wants to go. I know. Oh, we're going the 13th. We're going to be in Bangkok for the oldest daughter is doing her dissertation. Is the only thing I could make out of. She's got to do her own show. She made her own clothes, schedule the Thai dance, do everything from start to finish. She has to be in charge of it all, and that's her final deal for her grade, and then she'll be graduated. I believe February. I think February she's done. She's got it all. She can come here. She'll have her teaching credentials. Well, she's going to stay there, I think, because her sister's still there. But she'll be able to teach anywhere traditional Thai dance, which I think, especially here, I think there's a lot of Thai people that are really into the culture, which I like about Thailand. I like their culture. I strive to learn more and more about it, especially since my family here and my wife is Thai. But they, I think they want that. And they don't have any, as far as I know, there isn't any good place here in Surin to learn traditional Thai dance. You got to go to Bangkok. And that's what they did in a private school. And they've been there for years and years now. And then when the youngest one, who's 18 now, it's not a kid anymore, I guess. She's got 2 or 3 more years, and then she'll be able to teach singing and that stuff from that same. They both go to the same school. Okay, so let's see. We said hi to Kitty. Gator said hi to Kitty, but I'm gonna try to come and see you guys when you get back, and I'll give you a heads up if I'm gonna come there. I might come, and then we'll all get together, maybe go out and get something to eat. I'll see Cabo and stuff too. We'll see. Well, had a win on the lottery last night. Wasn't the 30 million, but I spent 26.20 and 120. Hey, it's all relative, right? Just fine. Just wait for Rocky to come back to home. Yeah, no kidding. It's been a while, right? Saying hi back to Jake. There's Mitch. Good morning, Dave. No, sorry I'm late. Was video and chatting. That's all. Why? This isn't more important than video chatting with your kids. I'm hurt, brother. My heart is heavy now. Good. I'm glad that you got to chat with them. That's awesome. Yeah, so that's the deal. I think that I know he did the members video, but I think he's heading your way, right? Eventually, Chuck. Was it this trip or the next one? And I know he talked about Daz too in the next one, but I think that was the one. I don't know. I'm lost. I was just trying to get him that frickin' crab, and I don't want to inconvenience him at all. But I should have probably hit him up because he's probably driving within a stone's throw of Surin here, where I could have met up with him on the drive over and gave him that crab. So, very good conversation. Is that it? Very good. There he is from the Thai farm. How you doing, Craig? Hope you're well. I'm way behind, man. I think I'm 5 or 6 videos behind. I feel bad. I enjoy watching Craig's videos. If you guys aren't subscribed, which I'm sure you are, most everybody is here. Let's see. Now, chance is fine if I'm an asshole. Mitch knows. I can disclose things. Yes, he might give me shit, but what the hell? He said he was coming. He did a members only video and said, but I just can't remember. He put it out yesterday, I think. Said he was coming. Can't remember when. I can't remember if it was this one or the second trip, but he was meeting up with you and Dow. So I don't think you're releasing too much information. Everybody's saying hi to Craig. Hey, C Explorer, how you doing? I don't know if I've met you before, but cheers. Time for me to hit the hay. I know it's late in there, isn't it? We're getting there anyway. Yeah, I'm just kind of. Usually, I say when I first come on, I'll make this a short one, but this one I'll probably hang for a while. As we know, the Mavi's birthday was the 3rd, so they had today is recovering Pat Day, and then they roll out the fit. Well, maybe I will check him out and see if he's going to be coming. He's got to be driving within a stone's throw of Serin here. Maybe I can go across, meet him an hour from here somewhere, and give him that crab for the dog, and see what I'm sure the dog will probably like it. My dogs were scared of it at first. Now they love it. So I hope that our next trip will be. Yeah, for sure. If you guys come this way, for sure, you're welcome anytime. But I might be coming there too. Like I said, I want to see Cabo again and stuff. So Bobby Darin, really? God, Craig's like the Grim Reaper. I had a friend that has passed away now. That we called him the Grim Reaper. Whenever anybody died, he would make sure he got everybody knew. Really, Bobby Darin. Yeah, Gidget fame. I don't know. You're showing your age now. Carol is doing better. Saying hi to Mitch. Where's the Maine lobster? Lobster without claws. Not my favorite. Yeah, I like claw meat too. So, but I guess getting them would be a lot easier because you don't have to worry about it. So sad. Yeah, I don't know. How old was he, Greg? He had to be up there because I'm going to say in late 70s, early 80s, or no? Am I off? Somebody let me know. Like I said, man, 88. Okay, so I was going to say maybe 85. I'd take 88 right now if you guaranteed me. I'd do it on a handshake. I'm going to be 68 years old in December, and I don't feel like, I mean, I'm not in great shape. I'm old. I'm overweight. I'm a mess, but I feel like I'm going to live for 10 more years. So I'm going to say, man, if I could go to the mid 80s, I'd be happy. My mom really did a decline at like late 80s, 88, 89. The last 2 or 3 years was hard on her. But up until then, boy, she was up at 5 o'clock in the morning, went to church 7 days a week, gave communion at the hospital. I mean, she was, did her swim classes, singing classes. So she was pretty active until then. I don't know if my knees will hold out that long. We'll have to see. Happy to hear that Ron John are better the same Chuck's videos. I didn't know Kara had. Yeah, I don't know. She was got dizzy, lightheaded, vertigo type thing. The medication that in the video that Chuck put out, there was vertigo medication and stuff. But the last video today was them driving back to Tatpanome, and she seemed okay. So yeah, 88. Son of a bitch. Bobby Darin, 88. If I make it to 88, my dog's, yeah, no shit. I might have to dance the jig somewhere if I go that long. Old, overweight and unfit. Yeah, I know you're old. I'm not old yet. Yeah, I don't know. I feel okay. I don't have a bunch of energy. I can't walk very far and all that kind of crap. I should do way more exercise. I should lose, 50 kilo. But I don't know, man. I get fat and lazy, I guess. I don't know. I need to do something. If I want to hang out, at least until I'm 80, I've got to do something. And that isn't that far off, man. 68, what, 12 years? All right, Kitty, take it easy. I have to clean my room. I hope all your English is coming better. Definitely, and what you're typing is outstanding. So keep up the good work. Yeah, okay. Yeah, hopefully. We will. We'll meet up somehow. I danced a jig out for getting on the house. I bet you did. I would be too. Like I said, man, weird shit because I've got two stents that they put in 12 years ago or something. I can't remember, but I never had a heart attack. Even the last time when I went in, the hospital, they were telling everybody that I had a heart attack, but I had pneumonia. And the machines and everything, my doctor said, you've never had one. I guess they can tell. But when I had mine, I think I told you guys before, my knees have been so bad for so many years, I could never run on the treadmill. They just won't take the pounding. And so they always gave me the nuclear stuff where they shoot you up and it opens up your vessels and all that kind of crap. And the one that he did 15 years or 20 years ago, whenever it was that I had him put in, he said he saw some dark areas, but they were behind the heart or something. And he wanted to go in and look, but he wanted to go in and look. So he went up in my leg and went up in, and they woke me up in the middle of it. I think I told you this. They put in this one stent. I couldn't have any surgeries, but it was a better stent. But he knew I wanted to have my knees done. So they woke me up. I said, no, give me the best shit they got. In fact, get on the phone and see if they got something that came out in the last 10 minutes. And so he put it in, but I never had a heart attack per se. But the other Dave did just when he got here. So hopefully it's the end of that. I'm sure. Are you starting to eat better? Oh, you've just put a video out? Cool. If you guys aren't subscribed, I think you're over the 100 now, right? What are we on the way to 1,000 yet? Or what would be the next milestone? 500? Probably. So definitely give Dave or David's subscribe. Do me a favor. New girlfriend just left. Dave is way too cool for her. She has to complain or bitch about something. Find happiness from within. Yeah, I don't know, man. This is the only thing that I know that I will tell anybody. I've been in bad relationships before, not with this one, but in the past, many of them. And life's too freaking short to be wasting any time and not being happy. If you can't be happy, screw it. Don't go on to the next, cycle them out. If it's your fault, I mean, I learned a long time ago that if I carried the crap that from this bad relationship and didn't fix my problems, I just carried it on to the next one. And you got to fix it, And a lot of it was me and being an asshole, and I still am, but I'm a lot better than I was. But life's too freaking short to be miserable. I mean, I've got a couple of people that I know that are not happy. They're miserable, but they're just staying in the relationship, whether it be for children or it's just too much work, or I don't want to lose half my shit. Those are probably the three top choices. But I'll tell you right now, they could take all my money. Here it is. I'd rather be broke and happy, if that was the reason. Could be something else, but I just see it. Why? I could die tomorrow. I nothing guaranteed, man. I am not guaranteed to wake up tomorrow morning. I hope I do. My wife will be kind of pissed if I don't. But it's life's too short. Got to be happy, man. I think it's true, right? I mean, I'm no genius or anything, but I've been miserable and I've been happy, and I like happy a lot better. Does fiction include murder? Yeah, why not? There's a lot of people in this world that I will say deserve to die, and that's another given. And the child molesters and the scum of the earth are ones that, as far as I'm concerned, are breathing my air and probably lose a lot of subscribers. But it's an illness. It's an illness. Yeah, it's an illness. Yeah, just lock them up. Don't let them out. If it's an illness, let them stay locked up forever. Like I said before, man, if I ever found out that are these guys that go out and torture people and shit, and they let, I don't know, they let, oh, I'm okay now. I don't mind. I can live next to the elementary school. Okay. I swear I would go back and find every judge that let him loose, every person on a trial, everybody that had anything to do with putting this person back on the street that raped my little kid, and I would kill every one of them, and no problem. I admit it. I did it. Put me in jail. I'll sit there for the rest of my life, and with a smile on my face, knowing that person's not breathing my air. So anyway, that's my rant for today. Let's see. I'm happy, Dave. Women suck. Just stupid. Remember about Asia. Unbelievable how Western. Yeah, if like I said, my wife. I'm imagining she's just a Western woman. My wife, because her sister was married to a guy from India, not the bow wow wow, the regular, the country India, and she went there a couple of times, and they piss in the streets, and the streets are not paved, and cows have more rights than people and stuff. She thought every place that was a third world country was that way. And it took me forever to get her to come, and then it was too late. She got diagnosed with the cancer and never made it. But I did have her convinced to come and try and out a couple of places and see, But yeah, they can be. It's a whole different way of life. I mean, do I think one's better than the other? For me, it is, because I think it's better for men with Asian or people from Southeast Asia, women from Southeast Asia, just because of their attitudes and their beliefs. They want to take care of the old bastards like me. Whether they're the daughters of an old bastard or my wife will be there. I know she'll be there till when I take my last breath. And if that means she needs to change my diapers every day, no questions asked. Even this one probably would have put me in a home. She would have been there with me. But, I just, nothing against Western women. I just think that as far as Western people in general taking care of their elderly, sort of just shoveling them off to put them, and in some instances it has to be. My mom needed to go. I wasn't there. My brother was the only one there. He was going through hell trying to get everything done. It was time. She didn't want to. I don't think. I think that's probably why she said 90's good. I'm ready to go. She was ready to go at 60. She was a devout Catholic. I'm ready to go. God's there. I'm in. Don't matter when. She was a good woman, my mom. But it's just a different deal. They will, unless it just becomes so burdenous, that they can't lift me out of bed. They'll probably find people to come over and whatever it takes. I'm hoping if I have anything to say for it, I won't be a burden on anybody. I'll make sure of that. But it was easier in the States when you knew people. If I ever get this bad, you need to, get a pillow and put me out. But here I just know. I know it. She will be there when I take my last breath. And I don't think I could say that for a lot of people. This one would have been, but that's very rare. I had a lot of ex-wives and women that no way they'd have shipped me down the road, no question at all. Watch the Frontier on Netflix. Okay, is the Frontier, is that in Thailand, or do I have to have a VPN on? I'll find it. Frontier. I will definitely try it. I like the care resorts in Hua Hin might have to live there if they're still open. One, yeah, and who else? Tom is trying to. I think he's going to do something with. He's got a land there in Rayong, and he had talked about it before. And when I saw him recently, he had said that they're going to start developing the land, and he's got his wife is a nurse, and they want to put up small assisted living type places to make it, which is awesome, because if you've got $3,000 a year, and I don't know about the ones that you're talking about in Hua Hin. Do you remember what the price was? I checked in the ones that I saw in Phuket down towards the, forget exactly where they were, but it was like 3,000 $3,000 US would take you through end of life. 3 meals a day, nurse on the facility, doctors there, blah, 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 all the way through, which is kind of cool. And I think that's what Tom is going to do, which would be nice. Such a different thought. Yeah, way different. Just need to care of not me. Yeah, it's, I don't know. Like I said, Asian women have always been beautiful to me anyway. Most of the ones that I went out with through my years on the road and in high school and all that shit, in my youth, put it that way, were Korean or Chinese. Never met anybody from Thailand or women anyway. And but that Southeast Asia that I've seen now, I haven't been to every country in Southeast Asia, but from what I've seen here and what I see on and some of the people that out of the Philippines and stuff like that, they're pretty much the same, you know. I mean, and the women in our age group, you know, the women that are going to be 45 to 60, they're they figure their life's over, I think. They don't need a man that has, you know, 10 million US dollars in the bank. If you're bringing in, you know, 2,500 US dollars on Social Security, you're a catch as far as I'm concerned, to most. And are they doing it for the money? And like I said before, they're not stupid. They like you somehow. They don't care about what you look. They want to know what's in your heart. And they you know, sure, they don't want to work. They want a decent, nice life like you do. And if they can do it and make you happy and cook your meals and tell you to take your medicine and grow on you and love you and stuff, they'll take you through to the end, you know. Except for Brock's wife. She's waiting. I could see it. I've heard it in her voice. She's waited. How many years now, Brock? How many years you've been married? She's waiting. She's the most patient woman that I know. Waiting. But you know, if you find a good one, and like I said, in that span, it's not so much that they think their life's over or whatever. It's just that they feel that there's 30-year-old women that'll, you know, that someone would want more, or you know, whatever. But you know, my wife was 38 when I met her, and was young because I was 62, I think, and it was like perfect for me because I felt like I was 40 years old. You know, as long as I blanked out all the mirrors in the house, I didn't have to look at this and go, "Who's that old son of a bitch?" You know, I would I'd be okay. But it 40 years, yeah. See, she's the most patient woman I've ever met in my life. Look at 40 years she's been waiting. She's going to take him for everything he's got. Don't let anybody tell you any different. They're going to try to screw you out of everything you have. Been hearing that forever. Like I said, man, if you come to Thailand or any country and you're just smart, you know, just be smart. You know, if you meet somebody, people ask me all the time, can you meet people through dating? Sure, just be smart. You know, there's people on there on the dating services that want to talk and are good people. You just got to weed them out. You know, if you're typing and you've been talking to them or typing back and forth before you get online and actually start face-to-face talking and all that. And they ask you for 10,000 baht because their mom's sick or their dad's sick. And well, I've only been talking to you for about 10 minutes, lady. You know, and say, oh, I got to go. I'll be in touch. Click block and go on to the next until you know, find somebody that you know, flicks your switch, looks good to you, makes you feel good. Go to face-to-face stuff on online and get a warm and fuzzy feeling in your belly. Do that for a couple of months and then meet up with them and meet them face to face and see what they're all about, and just use your gut. You know, if you make the wrong decision, you make the wrong decision. Is that going to be only with Thai women or Southeast Asian? No, with any woman in the world. You know, if they want to, they will. You know, but I think that the majority, especially the women out here in Isan, or the ones that are, you know, just struggling to get by, and you know, and what else that I like in particular is that 40 to 50 year deal, most of them had children. They're grown and mostly out of the house. In my case, it wasn't quite that, but I like children. I just wouldn't want, you know, I wouldn't want a 6 month old. You know, they got no use. I got no use for them. All they're going to do is throw up, and you know what I'm saying. Anyway, I think the kids were, I think they were 14 and 16 or 13 and 15, something like that when we met. So they and they figure. I think a lot of them think. I know when my wife, when you heard me tell the story about how and when we met and where she came clean, not clean. She never told me that she wasn't married, or her friend did, and that's what her friend knew because she didn't tell anybody she was married. They've been friends on Facebook, right? So, so she was scared to death because she wanted to tell me she had children and blah blah blah, and was afraid that I was going to bolt. And this is after we've been talking, and I knew that there was something special about my wife. So just be smart about it, and I think you can have a real good life here. It is 15 years younger. Yeah, I don't know how. I didn't even add up mine. What is 40, 50, 60 on 20 some odd years younger? But like I said, man, it's weird because this one here, you see a woman every day, and at least in my case, I can look at my wife before she passed at 60 years old, and I look at another woman at 60 years old, and my wife looked younger, and the person at 60 looked like my grandmother. Okay, so I don't know why. I don't know why that is, but here, like I said, did I come here to meet a woman? And no, I was coming here to die, basically, just to come here and live out my days and be done. Figured I'd run a good deal. Figured I'd be dead at 35, 40, and here I was at 62. I had a good life. I got to do pretty much anything I wanted. I got to do a lot of things that people only dreamt of, and then came here and got to fall in love again, and have a woman that loves me, that I know does. And like I said, Ben, if she came out and said, "Okay, I'm going to screw you for everything you got," I'd give her extra. Saying, "You did such a good job on me. You deserve it. Here's a $1,000,000 extra on top of everything." But just be smart, and you can have a good life. And that's the thing that I want to bring across most from the channel is, if you're 65, whatever, and you lose a significant other of 30, 40 years, which is just absolutely devastating. You still could have a life. You don't have to just lay. I could have laid in my house and stayed in the States. I could have, but for some reason, thank God I did. I made the choice to come to Thailand, and I don't know. There's a lot of women out there. I know every time I go to a wedding or a funeral or wherever I'm at, I'm usually the only barang there, and all her friends, they call them sisters. In case you didn't know that, they're all sisters, whether they're real sisters or not. They're sisters, and they come up and ask, "Can you find me boyfriend? Can you find me boyfriend?" And they're good looking, 40, 42. Now I think my wife's 40. I don't know what she is. I don't want to say. I'll get myself in trouble. But whatever, 38, 44, I think. Anyway, but just be smart, because you can have a good life, and doesn't have to end, man. And do I love this one? Still, till the day I die. Did I think that I could love someone else? No, I didn't really think that. I thought, no way, never happened. And here I am, 2 houses and vehicles and motorcycles, and smile mostly on my face most of the time, and a great life. I got no complaints. Just be smart. Hey, Paul, how you doing? I think is more beautiful than women. Yeah, and I don't know, man. It seems like Asian women age better than anybody, and men probably too. Like my father-in-law looks better than me, and I think he's 80. I don't know. He's older. But I've seen women that 55, 58, 60 years old that look like they're 45. And have I seen some Western women? Sure. But on the most part, I mean, there's some that are just your jaw drops when they say that they're you think they're 45 and they say they're 55 or 60. So, but once you get into that, as long as you feel comfortable with the person, man, life can be like I said, man. You don't have to roll over. And I thought that I was going to just roll over, and luckily, the path I took and the people that I met and the introductions that I were made and meeting her, godsend. Yeah, that's me. I'm 68, look 78. Uh, let's see. The girl who built my house finally just died. 51. Hey, how many people? You got people dropping dead every day. That's too bad. We got every time I hear the big booms go off, I ask my wife if somebody dies. I said, yeah. But so you're going to do that for me? I guess they will. They'll block off the street, make it inconvenient for everybody, and do something. But I don't know, man. I got no complaints. I can't bitch, whine, or moan. About. I try to put out videos, and like I said, I try to explain myself because when I started this rant and this live stream, I talked about a guy who said, no, you can't live in Thailand on 1,000, and he kind of changed my. Well, I was doing that for people that are 40 years old. They shouldn't, and I agree with that. Don't think you could come here and I'm on top of the world, ma. It ain't gonna happen. But and I wrote him back, but you should have put that in your thumbnail, and instead of the other ones that you can't do it because you can't. And he got mad and stuff. I think a little aggravated that people were saying, well, you can. But I was talking about, like I had said to you guys, and like I said earlier in this live stream, is that I wouldn't want to suck off my kids. If I had it, probably 1,000, 1,200 US dollars, 1,500 probably, in Social Security. And even if I didn't make any other plans, I would still, rather than suck off my kids and take a bedroom that they needed for my grandkids, and couldn't pay them $500-600 for the bedroom, right? Take 2/3 or half my income. You can come over here and you can live. Is it going to be the best? It's going to be way better than what you're going to be in there. And you could say, I'm not sucking off my kids or my uncle or anybody. I'm living my life. I didn't make the right plans. I didn't do the right shit, but hell, I'm eating 3 squares a day and I've got insurance, and it's not ideal. I wouldn't say, boy, I wish I'd have done this when I was 30, but when you have that, you can do it. You can do it. Now, depending on what happens with the dollar and all that, that's going to make a change. But you just got to roll with the punches, right? Oh, I have the best one better than David. Everybody does. Everybody that's ever been here. Robert Mack, who's not here, he's got a Vietnamese wife that he'll say is the best one. Brock's is the best one. Mine is the best one. Ron's is the best one. Everybody that's here has the best one. Let's see. I have to say, Andrew, are you still here, or did you take off? I have the best one. John, I believe you. They do that. It's really weird how people on this channel, anyway, how we all kind of gravitated together of the same opinions, the same kind of mindset, the same kind of deal. It's fun, and like I said, I'll do this until whenever. I ramble a lot. Maybe sometimes it's boring, then don't watch. Wait, I'll catch him in 2 months when he does something else. But mainly, I'm just going to talk about my life in Thailand, the stuff that I've experienced in Thailand, my life in the United States, my life, just anything that pops up. I'm just going to ramble about, and people don't have to listen, but we have a good time here, most of the time anyway. Let's see. Ron says, I've been with my wife 16 years. It feels like the first day. And it'll be, I think it was the first, like I said, the first was my anniversary. I think it was 4 or 5 years. I can't remember. I'm horrible. But I didn't realize it was that long already. It's like I said, when you find the right one, it isn't going to matter because, like I said, if you're bringing in enough money to where you feel comfortable, which the comfortable number that I feel is somewhere between 2,000 and 3,000 US dollars. 2,500 seems to be a little ding goes off as a little thing to shoot for. That's a lot of money to a Thai lady that is going to take care of you, cook your meals, do some traveling with you, not have to work and not have to worry about stuff. It's a decent amount of money. I'm only here for the bar. Yeah. Where's the real boss? She can't hear you or see that, right? I got to get up and meet Douglas. I got to meet a lot of people, but I'm going to make it your way, Douglas. Dave, you know I'm going to retire in Thailand. My Western complexes. They don't want to go to Thailand. Not really sure why they wouldn't want to retire. Yeah, I don't know. Probably family. Depending on, I don't know. I'm guessing on the age of the women that you're talking about are they're late 40s, 50s. They probably got maybe children. They probably got moms and dads. And I was talking to my cousin who was born on the same day as me, and I say I use you quite often. That you would have been, you and your husband would have been perfect for Thailand, but she can't leave her grandkids. So she's had her ever since she was born and taking care of her every day while her son and daughter-in-law worked and went away. Been there every day for years and years and years. So she's not going to go anywhere. But it would be ideal. I mean, they not struggle, but he busts his ass, she busts her ass, just to try to make ends meet and be able to live a decent life in the U.S. And for the money just on their, the money that they get in, they'd live here, their blood pressure would drop 20 points and they'd relax, But it's hard. But that's what I would imagine would probably be the reason. I would guess, and I could be wrong. Mine is the best. I think all women annoying. They're the best at annoying any man. And like I said, out of all the stuff and fights and crap that I've been in my life and pissed off, none of the men have ever came even close to pissing me off as much as a woman could. And never whacked one or hit one. It was just drilled in my brain, and it was not the right thing to do. And that's why, like, I see these in the Olympics and stuff, these boxing and shit, and they got guys in there and say that they're women. Come on, man. It just ain't right. Have your own thing. Have your trans Olympics or something, where we go guy on guy. But I felt for that first gal that, her whole dream all her life was to, years and years of just due diligence of everything, practicing to go to the Olympics, and you jump in the ring with a man, and the guy beats you. Ain't right. That's just I probably lost some more subscribers, but you know me, I gotta say what I gotta say the way I feel, right? Indeed, she does. Yeah, I mean, I've never even come close. A guy pissed me off even close to as much as a woman could piss me off. Who knows how to operate a backhoe and drive that new vehicle? Has she let you drive it yet, Douglas? I don't think so. I don't think you're going to get to drive the new vehicle. But that means you got a permanent chauffeur that'll take you anywhere you want to go. All right, let's see. How much? 2 hours. Holy crap. Wow. And still 12 people in here. You guys are awesome. Or you don't know when to quit. But I do. 2 hours is about the limit for me. I'll go see what my wife's doing. All right. If you're missing anywhere, yeah, but he's got a lot of property. You'd have to look for fresh ground, and the way the grass and everything grows here during the rainy season, you'll never find them. But all right, everyone. Appreciate it. I really do, and I'm grateful that you guys put up with my my rambling and stuff. I do have fun. I do consider the people that are diehards to this channel as friends of mine, and I have good time with the ones that I've met and everybody that's on here, and the couple that I haven't met yet, but will soon. But yeah. So anyway, hey Rob, thank you. I will. My wife will be very happy. But anyway, so I know that I didn't, and maybe I'll put this out next time. I hadn't um, heard from Richard. I haven't heard anything. Probably the way he wants it. Broussard Travels, who just so you didn't, in case you didn't know, he did both my intro and outros on my live stream deals here, and he's a good guy. Hope his life is going well. Still hope to meet him someday, and probably will in Thailand here. I'm sure that he'll come one day. But I hope if you do watch this, or somebody says, "Hey, somebody was talking about you," you'll. I hope you're doing well. Anyway, I want to thank everybody for watching, and everybody have a great morning, afternoon, or evening, depending on where you're at. Let me find my outro, and I'll catch you on the next one.